Welcome to another Gran Turismo Sport Last to First challenge. Today we're featuring one of these cars. I can't remember which type it is, but you already know what these are. You're looking at them, and I really don't feel like trying to figure out which one it is, because honestly they're pretty irrelevant now. But I don't think this challenge is all that irrelevant, because, well, I'm at arguably my best track. But it's also a higher up field than the previous race was in. At this point, this is a little bit later on in terms of my progression with this count. I think if I remember correctly, I was C class driver rating and C class sportsmanship rating. So let's see how this goes. I really don't know. It could go all of the way. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm gonna go ahead and go back a bit. I'm not gonna do that too much, but that was worth seeing. That was, I don't think that wreck ahead was my fault. The other one kind of braked early, so I'm not gonna count it like yay or nay my fault, but kind of looked like the other, well, this is a demolition derby. I kind of like demolition derbies, honestly. They're quite fun, especially to watch. So, well, let's just see how this goes, folks. This could be very fun, this could be very chaotic, and this could be something completely different. I don't know. I have a hunch though to be one of the first two that I said. Keep in mind though, I've already gained a whole heck of heap of positions. I probably already have a whole heck of heap of penalties. But as usual, when I'm on this view, I'm recording in this view for a reason. I'll just say that and move on, as I've said many a time before. I think I've said that exact phrase before, meaning I'll just say that and move on. But it's truism right yonder for this event. I've probably said that phrase some too, but there's not a lot new to say, because there's some new in terms of like racing that's pretty good. This went from extremely dirty to extremely clean to extremely whatever that was. That's a new one. Well, even though the racing kind of does more than the talking right now, the racing is pretty cotton picking cool. Was pretty cotton picking cool. I would like fast forward, but I have a hunch there'll be a giant wreck in the first turn, so because generally there is. No? Huh. I guess now I can fast forward because it'll go to a into the straight. Yeah, there we go. That makes the competition a little bit better. Little bit. And I'm already in fifth, so in theory that's good. It's kind of spreading out in terms of skill level, so hard to really say if I can catch first, but I am catching kind of at the pace in which in theory I can catch first. If first is a linear level amount better than the rest, but kind of hard to tell yet, at least for me. First knows how fast first is, but I don't really yet. That was a little bit of a dive bomb there. That's a slight dive bomb there. Didn't really end too badly for either of us, but I'll admit, if someone passes me that easily and that quickly, especially on this track, because that means they're pretty much like the best in the world, I'm gonna let them go. I'm not really gonna dive bomb back, because I think it's fair to say, given I have the world record for the circuit experience and I have quite a bit of experience in general on this track, I'm probably at least one of the top 100 drivers in the world here. I think that's fair to say. More times than not, if this event comes through a weekly race, I can get top 25 in the world in terms of qualification. I know everyone can't run the qualifying for those, so but I think you all get what I'm saying. And I think actually those two drivers get it too. They were actually pretty clean. So it went from crazily dirty in the beginning to pretty clean now. I'm not really complaining about that. That's good. That's good. Now I just need to catch first. I'm actually catching first pretty quickly. Like, extremely quickly. You'd think I wouldn't catch that quick on a straight, but I'm not complaining. You know what, I don't think this was the best competition in the world. It's like halfway through the race I'm on first back bumper. So, well, well, let's see what happens. Went from crazily dirty to again really clean now, so it's kind of a tight squeeze there, but no more no foul really. I just barely got through, but I did get through, and I think that's kind of it now. Yeah. Well, well, there was another driver there, but now it ain't. I'll be honest, this was probably the dirtier of the two last to first challenges, and kind of also one of the least competitive ones. Maybe I should just move on from this series, given that nowadays I don't think I'll be able to replicate it, and in the past when I was able to do it, it was kind of a not exactly in true racing form. Oh. Yeah, I mean, that start was really cotton-picking and entertaining, though, and really kind of controversial in a way, to maybe the fast for a little bit. But to be fair, I think no matter what would have happened that race, unless I got disconnected, I think it's fair to say that I would have won the race no matter what. Here's me. Here's second. I mean, second's not crazily far back, but I also had to delete some penalties, so... And there you have it, folks. As y'all can see there, it was a relatively easy one considering I had to delete more than a few penalties. And yeah, were the penalties deserved or not? I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't the cleanest in the world that race, but a lot of that was just chaos I couldn't avoid, and I just wanted to get out of chaos as quick as possible. And I've never once said that I'm the cleanest driver in the world, though, so if you want to wreck me in future races, if you can catch me, wreck me if you're watching in this video. That's a challenge there. If you can catch me, wreck me. Do it. I challenge y'all, if you're all in this race and watching this, do it. Try to wreck me. Let's see how that goes, folks. That could create for some entertainment in future races. Even though this race was a bit of a blowout and also a bit dirty, maybe the future will be a bit better. I don't think it'll be a last first challenge, but I'm sure there'll be some craziness in the future. See no reason why not. And it's pretty well worth yeehaw, ain't it? Yeehaw.